Gloria Maria Milagrosa Fajardo Garcia was born in Havana, Cuba. This was on September 1, 1957. Her early life was filled with the vibrant sounds and colors of her homeland. Music was everywhere in Havana, a constant rhythm in daily life. Her father, José Manuel Fajardo, was a Cuban soldier. Her mother, Gloria Fajardo, worked as a kindergarten teacher. They were a close-knit family navigating the complexities of life in pre-revolutionary Cuba. Young Gloria absorbed the rich musical tapestry that surrounded her, from traditional Cuban folk songs to the popular music of the era. This early immersion would unknowingly lay the foundation for her future. Her childhood in Havana, though brief, was formative. She experienced the warmth of a large extended family. She learned the importance of resilience and hope from her parents. The political climate in Cuba was changing rapidly during these years. Fidel Castro's revolution was gaining momentum. This brought uncertainty and fear to many families, including the Fajardos. They valued freedom and opportunity, principles that seemed increasingly at risk. The decision to leave their homeland was not an easy one. It meant leaving behind everything they knew and loved for an unknown future. The Fajardo family held on to their dreams and their cultural identity. Gloria's mother, a strong and educated woman, instilled in her daughter a love for learning. She also shared her own passion for music and performance. These early lessons in determination would become crucial later in Gloria's life. The sounds of Cuba, its infectious beats and heartfelt melodies became a part of Gloria's soul. She carried these sounds with her, a precious reminder of her roots. Even as a very young child, there was a spark in her, a hint of the performer she would become. The world was on the cusp of great change, and so was Gloria's life. Her Cuban heritage would become a significant part of her artistic identity. It would fuel her music and inspire millions. She would later bridge cultures with her unique sound. But in those early days in Havana, she was simply a young girl. A girl whose life was about to take a dramatic turn. A turn that would lead her away from her birthplace. But it would also set her on a path towards international stardom and an extraordinary destiny. In 1959, when Gloria was just 2 years old, her family made a difficult decision. They decided to flee Cuba following the rise of Fidel Castro. Her father had been a soldier for the deposed Cuban president Fulgencio Batista. This made their position in the new Cuba precarious. They sought refuge in Miami, Florida. This city was becoming a haven for Cuban exiles. The move was a profound upheaval for the young family. They left behind their home, their relatives, and their way of life. They arrived in a new country with little more than hope and the clothes on their backs. Life in Miami presented immediate and significant challenges. The Fajardo family had to adapt to a new language and a new culture. They faced the financial struggles common to many immigrant families. Gloria's father, José, joined the United States military. He participated in the Bay of Pigs invasion, a failed attempt to overthrow Castro. He was captured and spent nearly 2 years as a political prisoner in Cuba. This period was incredibly stressful for Gloria and her mother. They lived with constant worry and uncertainty about his fate. His eventual return was a relief, but his health had suffered. Later, José Fajardo was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Gloria believes this might have been linked to Agent Orange exposure during his service in the Vietnam War. As her father's condition worsened, young Gloria stepped into a caregiver role. Her mother worked tirelessly to support the family and also studied to regain her teaching credentials in the U.S. Gloria dedicated herself to looking after her father and her younger sister Rebecca. This responsibility at such a young age shaped her character profoundly. It taught her compassion, strength, and a deep sense of duty to her family. These formative years were difficult, but they also forged an unbreakable spirit within Gloria. She found solace and an escape in music. It was her private world, a place where she could express her emotions. She would lock herself in her room and sing for hours. She taught herself to play the guitar. Music became her confidant and her constant companion during these trying times. The challenges of her early life in Miami did not break her. Instead, they instilled in her a resilience that would define her journey. This strength would serve her well in the years to come. Music was more than just a hobby for young Gloria Estefan. It was a lifeline. In the quiet moments spent caring for her ailing father, music offered an escape. It was a way to process the complex emotions of her youth. Singing became a deeply personal and therapeutic act. She would pour her heart into melodies, finding comfort in their embrace. The songs she sang were a mix of American pop tunes and the Latin melodies she remembered from Cuba. This blend reflected her own evolving identity as a Cuban American. She was navigating two worlds, and music helped her bridge them. Her passion for music was evident to those around her. Though shy, her talent was undeniable. She had a natural gift for melody and a voice that resonated with emotion. In high school, she participated in some musical activities, but her primary focus remained her family responsibilities. She never seriously considered a career in music at this stage. It was a private sanctuary, not a public ambition. Yet the seeds of her future were being sown. Every song she learned, every chord she strummed, was honing her innate abilities. These experiences were shaping the artist she would eventually become. The multicultural environment of Miami also played a crucial role in her musical development. Miami in the 1960s and 70s was a vibrant melting pot of cultures. Latin rhythms, American pop, rock and roll, and R&B all filled the airwaves. This rich tapestry of sounds undoubtedly influenced Gloria's musical palette. She absorbed these diverse influences, developing a broad appreciation for different genres. This openness to various musical styles would later become a hallmark of her own unique sound. It allowed her to connect with audiences from diverse backgrounds, speaking a universal language. Music provided Gloria with an inner strength. It helped her cope with the hardships of her early life. It gave her a voice when words were not enough. It fostered a sense of hope and optimism, even in difficult circumstances. This deep connection to music, forged in adversity, would become the driving force of her career. It was this genuine love for the art form and its power to heal and unite that would eventually propel her onto the world stage. As Gloria Estefan pursued her studies at the University of Miami, majoring in psychology with a minor in French, her path took an unexpected turn. In 1975, she attended a wedding where a local band called the Miami Latin Boys was performing. The band's leader was a charismatic young keyboardist named Emilio Estefan Jr. He was an ambitious musician and entrepreneur, also a Cuban immigrant. Impressed by their music, Gloria was persuaded by a mutual friend to sing a couple of songs with the band that night. Her performance, though impromptu, captivated Emilio. He recognized her raw talent and stage presence. Emilio saw something special in Gloria. He invited her to join the Miami Latin Boys as a vocalist. Initially, Gloria was hesitant. She was shy and had never envisioned herself as a professional singer. Her family responsibilities and studies were her priorities. However, Emilio was persistent. He saw her potential to transform the band and connect with a wider audience. Eventually, Gloria agreed to perform with them on weekends. This decision marked a pivotal moment in her life. It was the beginning of a remarkable personal and professional partnership that would change music history. With Gloria as their lead singer, the band's sound began to evolve. They started to incorporate more English lyrics and American pop influences into their Latin repertoire. The band was soon renamed Miami Sound Machine. Gloria's powerful vocals and engaging stage presence quickly made her the focal point of the group. She co-wrote many of their songs, bringing her own experiences and emotions to their music. Emilio, with his business acumen and vision, managed the band. He tirelessly promoted their unique sound, believing they could achieve mainstream success. Their shared ambition fueled their progress. The relationship between Gloria and Emilio deepened both on and off stage. They shared a common background, a passion for music, and a dream of success. They fell in love and married in September 1978. Their partnership became the bedrock of Miami Sound Machine. Emilio's business savvy and Gloria's artistic talent created a powerful synergy. Together, they worked relentlessly, playing local clubs and events, honing their craft. They were building not just a band but a musical empire. Their journey was one of shared dreams and mutual support, laying the groundwork for future triumphs. Section 5, Conga Beats and Crossover Dreams, Conquering the Global Stage. Miami Sound Machine worked tirelessly throughout the late 1970s and early 1980s. They released several Spanish-language albums, gaining popularity within the Latin American community. However, their dream was to achieve crossover success in the English-speaking market. This was a significant challenge for Latin artists at the time. Mainstream radio was often hesitant to embrace sounds that were perceived as too ethnic. But Gloria and Emilio were determined to break down these barriers. They believed their music had universal appeal, capable of making people dance and feel, regardless of language. Their breakthrough came in 1984 with the song Dr. Beat. The infectious dance track, with its blend of Latin percussion and pop melodies, gained traction in European clubs. This international success helped them secure a major record deal with Epic Records. The label saw their potential but initially marketed them primarily to the Latin market. The band continued to push for broader recognition. They knew they had something unique to offer the global music scene. Their perseverance was about to pay off in a spectacular way, changing the landscape of popular music. The real turning point arrived in 1985 with the release of their album, Primitive Love. This album featured the iconic single Conga. The song was an explosive fusion of Cuban rhythms, pop hooks, and English lyrics. It became a worldwide phenomenon, climbing charts across the globe. Conga was more than just a hit song, it was a cultural moment. It brought Latin music to mainstream audiences in an unprecedented way. Suddenly, everyone was dancing to the infectious beat of Miami Sound Machine. Gloria Estefan became the vibrant face and voice of this exciting new sound. Following the massive success of Conga, Miami Sound Machine released a string of hit singles. Songs like Bad Boy, Words Get in the Way, and Rhythm Is Gonna Get You solidified their status as international superstars. Gloria Estefan, with her powerful vocals and dynamic stage presence, emerged as a global icon. They successfully blended Latin influences with pop, R&B, and dance music, creating a sound that was uniquely their own. They proved that music could transcend cultural and linguistic boundaries. Gloria Estefan and Miami Sound Machine had not just crossed over, they had kicked the door wide open for future Latin artists. Section 6. An unforeseen silence, the accident that shook the world. By the late 1980s, Gloria Estefan was at the pinnacle of her career. The band was now often billed as Gloria Estefan and Miami Sound Machine, reflecting her central role. She then launched her highly successful solo career with the album Cuts Both Ways in 1989. This album produced chart-topping hits like Don't Wanna Lose You. She was a global superstar, celebrated for her music, her charisma, and her ability to connect with audiences worldwide. She embarked on extensive international tours, performing for millions of adoring fans. Life seemed perfect, a testament to years of hard work and dedication. However, fate had a cruel twist in store. On March 20, 1990, while on tour near Scranton, Pennsylvania, tragedy struck. The tour bus carrying Gloria, her husband Emilio, and their son, Naib, was hit from behind by a semi-trailer truck during a snowstorm. The impact was devastating. Gloria was thrown from her bunk, suffering a catastrophic injury. The news of the accident sent shockwaves around the world. Fans and fellow artists alike prayed for her recovery. The vibrant voice that had brought joy to so many was suddenly silenced by an unforeseen and brutal event. Gloria's injuries were severe and life-threatening. She had fractured her spine in the thoracic vertebrae. The initial prognosis from doctors was grim. There was a serious risk that she might never walk again, let alone return to her demanding career as a performer. The pain was excruciating. She underwent a complex and lengthy surgery. Surgeons implanted 2 titanium rods to stabilize her vertebral column. The accident brought her meteoric rise to a sudden, terrifying halt. The future, once so bright and full of promise, was now shrouded in uncertainty and fear for Gloria and her family. The world watched and waited, hoping for positive news. Emilio Estefan remained a pillar of strength by her side, managing the crisis with courage and resilience. Their young son Naib, though traumatized, also showed remarkable bravery. The outpouring of love and support from fans around the globe was immense. It provided a source of comfort and encouragement during an incredibly dark time. Gloria Estefan, the energetic performer who had danced her way into hearts worldwide, now faced the biggest challenge of her life, a battle for her own physical recovery and future. Section 7. The Long Road Back, a Journey of Pain and Perseverance. The aftermath of the bus accident was a period of intense physical and emotional suffering for Gloria Estefan. Her fractured spine required delicate surgery and a long, arduous recovery process. Doctors warned her that the chances of making a full recovery were slim. The possibility of permanent paralysis loomed large. She faced months of being bedridden, followed by an incredibly challenging rehabilitation program. The pain was constant and often unbearable. Yet even in her darkest moments, Gloria's indomitable spirit refused to be extinguished. She was determined to fight back against the odds. Her husband, Emilio, was her rock throughout this ordeal. He rarely left her side, providing unwavering support, love, and encouragement. He managed her medical care, shielded her from overwhelming media attention, and kept hope alive. Her family, friends, and millions of fans worldwide sent messages of love and prayers. This collective energy became a source of strength for Gloria. She knew she was not alone in this fight. She drew upon the same resilience that had helped her overcome earlier adversities in her life. The journey ahead was daunting, but she was ready to face it head-on. The physical therapy was grueling. Every small movement was an achievement. Every step forward, a victory hard-won. Gloria pushed her body to its limits day after day with relentless determination. She had to relearn basic motor skills and rebuild her strength. The process was slow and often frustrating. There were moments of despair, but her resolve never wavered. She focused on her goal, to walk again, to dance again, and to return to the stage where she belonged. Music, her lifelong companion, also played a role in her healing, offering solace and inspiration. During her recovery, Gloria found a new depth of inner strength. The experience, though traumatic, gave her a renewed perspective on life. She appreciated every small blessing and cherished the love of her family more than ever. She also began to write music again, pouring her emotions and experiences into her songs. This creative outlet was therapeutic, helping her to process the trauma and find meaning in her suffering. Her journey was not just about physical healing, it was also about spiritual and emotional rebirth. Gloria Estefan was slowly, painstakingly, preparing for her comeback. Section 8, Into the Light, a triumphant return and renewed purpose. Less than a year after the near-fatal accident, Gloria Estefan made a miraculous return to the public eye. Her first major public appearance was at the American Music Awards in January 1991. She performed the song Coming Out of the Dark, a powerful ballad she had co-written during her recovery. The performance was incredibly emotional, not just for Gloria but for everyone watching. It symbolized her triumph over adversity, her resilience, and her unbreakable spirit. The audience gave her a long and heartfelt standing ovation, moved by her courage and her incredible comeback. In March 1991, she released her album, Into the Light. The title itself was a testament to her journey from the darkness of her injury and recovery. The album was filled with songs that reflected her experiences, her gratitude, and her renewed appreciation for life. Coming Out of the Dark became a massive hit, an anthem of hope and perseverance for people around the world facing their own challenges. The album was a commercial and critical success, proving that Gloria Estefan was back, stronger than ever. Her return was more than just a musical comeback, it was an inspiration. Her triumphant return to the stage was a testament to her incredible willpower and the power of hope. She embarked on a new world tour, defying the predictions that she might never perform again. Her energy on stage was infectious, her voice as powerful as ever. Audiences were thrilled to see her back, dancing and singing with the same passion that had made her a star. Her experience had deepened her connection with her fans. They saw her not just as a talented entertainer, but as a symbol of human resilience and the ability to overcome even the most daunting obstacles. The accident and her recovery profoundly changed Gloria Estefan. It gave her a new sense of purpose. She became an advocate for spinal cord injury research and a source of inspiration for many. Her music took on new layers of meaning, resonating with an even wider audience. She had faced her greatest fear and emerged victorious, not unscathed, but stronger and more determined. Her comeback story became an integral part of her legacy, showcasing her extraordinary courage and her unwavering commitment to her art and her audience. She truly stepped back into the light. Section 9, The Enduring Rhythm, Gloria Estefan's legacy as the Queen of Latin Pop. Gloria Estefan's impact on the music world is undeniable and far-reaching. She is rightfully hailed as the Queen of Latin Pop. Her career shattered barriers for Latin artists, paving the way for a wave of crossover stars who followed. She proved that music with Latin roots could achieve massive mainstream success globally. Her fusion of infectious Cuban rhythms with American pop sensibilities created a unique sound that captivated millions. Songs like Conga, Rhythm Is Gonna Get You, and Mi Tierra became anthems, celebrated for their energy and their cultural richness. Throughout her illustrious career, Gloria Estefan has sold over 100 million records worldwide. She has won numerous Grammy Awards and countless other accolades, recognizing her contributions to music. Beyond the sales figures and awards, her true legacy lies in her ability to connect with people on an emotional level. Her songs often speak of love, hope, resilience, and cultural pride. She has remained true to her Cuban heritage while embracing a global sound. This authenticity has endeared her to fans from diverse backgrounds, making her a truly international icon. Her influence extends beyond music. Gloria Estefan is also a successful businesswoman, actress, and author. Alongside her husband Emilio, she has built a vast entertainment empire. They have been instrumental in promoting Latin culture and talent. She is also a dedicated philanthropist supporting various charitable causes including spinal cord injury research and disaster relief efforts. Her personal story of overcoming adversity has inspired countless individuals to pursue their dreams and face challenges with courage and determination. She is a role model for women and for the Latino community. Today, Gloria Estefan continues to create music and inspire audiences. Her journey from a young immigrant girl in Miami to a global superstar is a testament to her talent, hard work, and unwavering spirit. She has not only achieved incredible success but has also maintained her integrity and her connection to her roots. Her music remains timeless, her influence profound. Gloria Estefan's rhythm endures, a vibrant and joyful sound that continues to uplift and unite people across the globe. She is, and always will be, a shining star in the constellation of popular music.